Well, this guy I just met, he took me over to his place because he had some antiques to show me, and he gave me some marbles and some old books and stuff like that. And anyway, he owns this place, and it's like 3 or 4 house lots used to be here. I just realized that. But I mean, of course, this is all cemented over. But up this way is a different story. Actually, he owns more land than I thought. So as you can see, it's just plain dirt back here. So I said, wait a minute, this was an old house site at one time. And so I asked him if I could probe it, and he said, yeah, I guess so, why not? I thought the ground was soft enough to be able to take this tip, but this tip is actually too fat to handle it. I'm gonna have to go get my other probe. See the difference between these tips? That one is basically a brand new tip, and this one is basically worn out about 95%. This barely even works anymore because it's so worn out, but it's good for this particular hard soil. Also, if you're digging very hard ground, a shorter probe is definitely easier to handle, because I like to use a probe that's like 3 foot 3 inches. Most people say that's too short, but I like it. I found 4,000 privies with short probes like that. Okay, that one side of the lot is so hard I couldn't even get the probe in. But on this side it's noticeably softer. I did locate a privy right here. So let's open it up and have a look. Well, this is this is what I call a dead hole. I just probed it a bunch of times again, and now that I'm 2 feet deep in, I just still don't feel any glass. I'm not even sure if it's really a privy, so let's move on to the next location. Okay, the next hole happens to be real close to this bus. It's right here. I'm not sure if this is really an outhouse either, but it is 7 or 8 inches from the back line, so obviously that's a prime spot for a privy to be. So let's open it up and have a look. Okay, this one doesn't feel very good either. It's very tight area and it's very sparse. If it even is a privy, I feel something that feels like cement at the bottom. That's definitely a bad sign. So let's just give up on this property and start that other property again. Okay, we're back to this lot, so let's see about getting the cement out. Oh, it comes out super easily. So we'll definitely open this hole up. Well, the shovel got hooked up onto something and I started yanking on it, and then all of a sudden out pops a bottle. It definitely looks newer than all the others. It definitely has a look like 1939, 1940. So that's not very good. But still, it's a great age for milk bottles, so let's keep going. Okay, this one is not feeling too good. It's down 2 feet, and it goes another 2 feet, but I'm not feeling any glass. Probing it every 4 inches, not hitting glass. So I'm gonna give up on this one. So that's it for this episode. So I'll see you next week. Well, I just happened to decide to probe a few feet over again, and whammo, I hit another privy. I can't believe there's 4 privies for this late neighborhood. And this one actually has glass in it. Well, I thought it felt some. Well, I don't know, but it's definitely a privy. It feels empty. It's got to be the newest one, so it's probably from 1945, so probably gonna pass on this one. Okay, today we are in Yuma, Arizona, again. I have located this vacant lot. Looks like it's been empty quite a while. I might have even dug it. I don't even have the maps with me to tell, but I guess I'm going to try it out and see if I can feel any glass anyway. Now this lot looks like it's been empty for 20 years or more. And I don't know how I could possibly not have already dug this, but I just found a privy. But of course there is a chance that it has been dug already. But I felt glass at the 2.5 foot level, and that is a good sign. I didn't feel any glass up high, so it's probably an undug privy, and it's right on the back line. So here it is, and let's open it up and have a look. Well, I'm down 3 feet and I'm not hitting anything, and I've seen this tin foil coming out of the side, and that definitely looks new. So this hole has been dug, probably by me. I can't even remember. I have literally dug so many places that I can't keep track of them all. So sometimes I actually dig the same hole twice. This is only the second time this has ever happened though, and I have dug more than 4,000 privies, so forgive me for messing up and digging the same one again, but I'm gonna keep trying up the sideline, maybe find another hole that I missed the first time. So let's hope for the best. Okay, I don't have the sandboard maps with me, and I usually make notes of where I've probed and where I've dug privies. So without that information, I'm wasting my time on this lot. So let's go to downtown and hope to find a fresh lot, something that has been torn down in the last 2.5 years, because it's been that long since I've been here. So hopefully something has happened down there. Well, Yuma is going the way of Selma, North Carolina, and the fact that it's lost all of its antique shops. I mean, it just has that one. I mean, there's literally like 38 shops, but only one antique store. It used to have a number of them, but something happened to them. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Between 1st and 2nd Street, there's this major project. I can't even see anything. But this is the oldest part of town. And now, let's see if we can get a look in here. No? Still can't see it. Something is very interesting about that. But I think it's going to be impossible to dig it. That was vacant for many, many years, and many treasure hunters have tried it. And one guy actually dug with a backhoe and dug into an electric line and had to pay a $5,000 fine to get it fixed. That was like 35 years ago. Okay, we're coming up on this project, and it's a huge one, and it's a little far gone. It's a little too far along, and I don't think it's possible to get into it. I think it's just too bad that we missed this. If we got here a few months ago, probably could have got into it. No, it's not even open over here to look at. Can't even talk to anybody. Well, I snuck a peek. I got to see that most of it is actually still covered with concrete, so we didn't really miss that much. Yes, nothing changes about this town. It stays the same forever. I've been coming here for 34 years, and there's just nothing going on here. It's disappointing that there's nothing ever to dig in the old part of town. I mean, it certainly looks good right here. I mean, this is part of the old part of town, but the ground is hard as rock, and it's been empty for probably 40 years. But I'm going to take a look at my map. I do have one map page. Okay, here it is. This is one, it's a strange map. It shows the oldest structures in town and gives information about what year they were built. And it's basically a 1870 to 1910 view of the old part of town. There's this gigantic vacant lot right close to downtown. This has been empty for probably 40 years. And I did find a number of privies out here. It was quite a challenge to probe a place that's 3 times the size of a football field, but I definitely found about 5 privies out here. This is crazy. It's January and it is hot. I mean, I would hate to be here in Yuma at any other time than winter because it would be too hot. I mean, it gets to be 123 degrees here in the summer. Okay, I have located another lot. I think I haven't dug this one, but I can't remember. So let's try it out anyway. Okay, we are now in El Centro, California, and I have this map that shows every structure that existed in 1916. So this is going to be very helpful. But I've already looked at Google Earth, and I've only noticed these few circled in purple, assuming that they haven't built on them since then. But let's go over there and have a look. Yeah, great. There's a homeless camp on the lot. There's about 25 homeless people living there. I guess that's a no for this one. Okay, this one has potential. Only one homeless person lives on this lot. Yeah, they're just out of view over there. But let's check out this corner and see if there's any privies over here. It is actually too hot to dig, and it's January 19th. Can you believe it? I'm sweating and the ground is hard as a rock. They're having an extreme drought right now, so I have tried a few lots, but I give up.